Welcome to the augmentation level of digital text for understanding. For this, we're going to do Schoology Assessments. In the previous video, we did Schoology Assessments at the very basic substitution level, but Schoology Assessment gives us a lot of different options that we can use to get to some higher order thinking and to give rigorous assessments for our students. So right here, I have highlighted some of the more rigorous forms of assessments that you can use within Schoology Assessments. So you have different options here. You can really choose the one that's best for you, or you can mix them all together, which is really nice. An assessment that has a lot of different options on there can really ask students to demonstrate their learning in different ways, which can be great for some of those students that maybe don't know how to do matching so well, or maybe don't know how to do, ABCD uh, multiple choice questions. This gives them a little bit different way to express their knowledge and can push kids to think in deeper ways by using images, by using passages, by using number lines or charts on here. It can be really cool. And then this will give you basic stats too when you complete assessment so that you can come in here and you can say, hey, these are the points that my students scored on average. I have my average score. This would not be a good assessment of 31 or 34.31% on here. That gives us good information then for our data-driven instruction. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how this works. In Schoology, I just added an assessment. And we want to do some of the higher order, the more rigorous, challenging parts. So I'm going to do a label and image, and I'm going to do a map just to give you guys an easy one. You can use maps and a lot of different things. So I already have this map ready to go. You can just Google like blank maps or blank images. It makes it a really easy thing to do. So you say, right, and then I can go and I can add in a box here. And then, oops, possible responses, say North America, response, Asia, and I'm just going to do that just for a quick example. Then I come here and I have to put the correct answer, so I'm going to go North America and Asia. You can do this with all sorts of different things. If you have images of, say, characters of the book, maybe it's a book cover, or it's a movie cast that aligns with the book, or you're having a picture of a banquet and you want them to label all the food in French for your class. Can really push students to answer in different ways, and it's a little bit more fun way of doing assessment for the students as well. So then I just hit save, and there is my label and image. It's really easy to make, and definitely a more rigorous way to do it. Another check for understanding that I like to do just quickly, but using good evidence, is by doing a highlight text. So I can have the students work with using textual information and evidence, but doing it in a quick way of checking for understanding. So you can have a passage from science or social studies or language arts or math. You can have them pick out the key information, right? Hey, what's the information in this passage that you'd pick out to do a word problem in math? So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to type in the question. Okay, so I'm going to type in my question here, just asking for textual information. Then I'm going to paste in a passage I got just from an online source here. This is just a PDF of the book, Bud Not Buddy. I'm going to come in here, I drop in my text, then I come in here to possible responses. I'm going to have it go by sentence. You can go by word or by paragraph, so you can drop in and it'll pick out. So if I go here, it's going to apply all the sentences. So I'm going to have the students highlight which sentences are the evidence for but I don't want them to be able to select the question itself. So I'm going to click on that right there. Then I'm going to come down here. I'm going to choose my information here. This, I'm going to say, okay, just say that. Then I'll hit save. Okay, and that's the correct answer for that one. So it'll just be worth 1 point if they're highlighting that text there. We also have other things like numberline, which is awesome for math. We can do highlight an image. It's kind of like the image that we did, but it's just highlighting certain areas so they can kind of draw on images, highlight hotspots. These are all great options. So I challenge you to take the higher order thinking skills and the more challenging, rigorous assessment types and use them in your Schoology, and then submit them for our PDU for evidence. And I want to see that student work. Hopefully we have some awesome things. Thanks.